This conference will now be recorded.
Exhale together. And on an in-breath, rise all the way up. On the exhale, bring the arms forward, round into the ribs, and look at your navel. Full breath in. And a nice long exhale, come forward. Really allowing ourselves to just be the movement in the breath. Follow your breath. Nice, long, deep exhale. Engage the core muscles, the pelvic floor. And coming up, last one here. Look up. And then gently come all the way forward. Let's take the hands all the way back up to the sky, please. And on an exhale, we're just going to bring right hand to left knee. And we're going to twist and turn. Try to find a nice twist into the navel sheath. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. On an in-breath, we're going to come forward, but you're going to keep your right hand on your left knee, and you're going to sweep your left arm across to the right knee. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, bend into your elbows and come forward. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. This should be a nice opening on the back. One more full deep breath here. And then on the in-breath, gently come all the way back up. And on the exhale, we're going to sweep and bring the left hand back behind as we twist and open. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. One more full deep breath. And on an in-breath, allow yourself to gently rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Interlace the fingers in the uncomfortable position. We'll do that one more time and change it up a little bit. Remember breath and presence with movement. Reach up in breath, exhale round. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. On the in-breath, bring that left hand forward to right knee, bend into the elbows, fold forward. Inhale, rise. On the exhale, right hand back behind you, open to the right. On an in-breath, very gently come all the way back forward. And we're just going to switch the legs. We'll go through that 2 more times. Trying to stay very present and in the moment. So allow perhaps the left foot is underneath or up on top, your choice. Let's interlace the uncomfortable direction and on an in-breath, draw it up. Take a full in-breath and as you exhale, roll forward. Inhale all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, right arm comes down, keep left hip planted. On the in-breath, rise up and take it over to the other side. On the in-breath, bring it all the way back up and exhale, palms to the heart. Interlace the fingers the comfortable way. On an exhale, arc the back. On the in-breath, rise all the way back up. And on the exhale, we're just going to rotate the torso to the right. On an in-breath, all the way back up. And on the exhale, all the way over to the left. On an in-breath, draw it all the way back up. And on the exhale, bring the hands back down beside you, fingertips behind. Allow yourself to lift up, engage the core, and puff the heart. Take a full in-breath and full out-breath. One more full deep breath. Nice. Rising all the way back up. Allow yourself, please, to open the legs wide. You can come off the blanket if you choose or not. We're going to work on stretching the perineum and the inner attachments here. I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see. But we're going to bring feet very wide. Toes are slightly opened up. I'm going to rock over to the side so you can see a side view as well. So lift the spine nice and tall, and on an exhale, just hinge forward. This should feel really good on the low back. Press deeply into the feet, lift the instep of the feet, and try to soften the inner thigh muscles. One more breath. Take a full in breath, full out breath. Keep reaching forward, a nice deep stretch. You should feel a deep stretch through the low back, moving all the way up into the middle back. Keep working the arms forward and lift the shoulder blades up and out to the outer ridges of the upper back. One more breath. Allow the head to look at the floor. On an in-breath, rise. On the exhale, extend the left leg out. Take a full in-breath. And on an exhale, come forward. Really press into the extended left foot. Draw the left toes back towards the shin bone. The right knee is still bent, so one leg is straightened and one is not. So it looks like this. I'll show you the other side. I still have this nice and wide, toes out. I'm flexing into that other leg. One more full deep breath. You should feel a nice deep stretch through the left half of the back ribs. Adjust your head and then slowly rise up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come forward. One more time, come all the way up. Beth, I can hear your hip. Exhale, come all the way forward. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. On the in breath, come up and let's change legs. So we're going to bend into the right knee now. Extend the left leg out. It's still out to the side. You lengthen the left leg. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, let's come forward. Notice the difference of the stretch on the back side of the back ribs. With a bent knee, notice the difference. Reach forward. Nice Ujjayi breath, in and out. Take a full in breath, press firmly into the right foot, flex into the left leg as much as feels appropriate. Here we go. On an in breath, rise up. On the exhale, come all the way down. On the in breath, rise up, deep stretch, deep reach, deep stretch. Exhale, come forward. Again, rise all the way up to the sky. And exhale, take it forward. Allow yourself to really press into that right inner leg. One more breath. And on an in breath, rise up, palms together, and exhale down the heart. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. We're going to stretch both legs out. So you're wide-legged here. I want you to be really, really careful with this stretch. You can keep your knee creases bent. We're just going to lean over to the right. And you can see that I'm really lengthening through this left leg, pressing into the heel and drawing the left toes back. I have a soft knee on the right side, and I'm leaning over to the right. So I can feel a stretch into my right hamstrings. They're actually my left, but nice deep stretch here. Really press and hold. Allow yourself to extend the right arm out if that feels safe. And you may be higher. You can come all the way down. My left sitting bone is off the floor, but I'm pressing and extending and pressing into that left knee crease. And then maybe just stretch that left arm up and over and take a deep stretch. So you're going to feel a stretch from that left hip point coming all the way forward. On an in-breath, look at the sky, and on the exhale, look at the floor. Really reach. Take a full in-breath and a full out breath. On an in-breath, we're just going to sweep that left arm all the way around. We're going to bring the hands right towards the legs coming forward. So you might be here. If you need, you can place your hands here. Let's point deeply into the toes. As you breathe, begin to melt forward. You should begin to feel a stretch on the tops of the feet, perhaps up into the shin bones. You might feel it in and up and into the inner groin. It just depends on where you're tight. Try to have a broad and spacious back ribs. And then just allow yourself to lean right and lean left. Find a rhythm with your breath. Take it side to side. One more time, each side, my toes are really pointed, so I'm getting a deep stretch through all of these lower legs. Again, take it to the right and to the left. Slowly come back to the center and flex both feet. Here's where you need to be careful. I can really feel a deep stretch into my right knee, so I'm going to keep that knee really bent. I'm not going to lengthen it out and just come forward. I'm keeping my knees bent. I don't want to bring any trauma into that knee. And then we're just going to very slowly begin to lean over towards that left leg. Stretch. I'm going to lift my right sitting bone up off the earth, and I'm going to press and extend through that right heel. I'm going to draw the right toes towards the shin bone. I'm going to lengthen my left arm out, and I'm going to take a deep stretch through the side ribs. Best that you can. It might be best for you to bring your back of your hand behind you, more like a bind, and get an opening that way. It could be that you bring your fingertips to your shoulder and then reach your elbow across. Just take a full in-breath and a full out breath. Look up at the sky to work the neck if that's safe. And on an exhale, allow it to gently look at the earth. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, begin to sweep forward and gently come all the way back upright. Bring the legs together and give them a really nice shake. From there, please allow yourself to bring the soles of the feet together far away, a diamond shape. You can take and place a book or a block underneath your feet if you choose, or you can use your blanket to elevate. That will give you a little bit more stretch into the hamstrings. We're going to hinge from the hips, and on an exhale, come forward. Get a nice deep stretch for opening up the low back. You can just bring your hands on top. Maybe you're here. My feet are together, resting into a long butterfly. This is called Tarasana. I brought my hands down underneath my legs, and I'm going to just come all the way forward. You can allow the back to be flat, or you can round it like a turtle shell. Or you can lift your head and find a cat-cow of sorts. You can use your arms to press into the inner thighs. Just find your stretch wherever you need it today. I can really feel this in my upper back as I bring my nose to my navel. Deep stretch into the upper back. One more breath, and then slowly unwind. Woo, take a full in breath and a full out breath. For those of you who want a little bit of an extra stretch, you can take and draw your arms all the way out to the side and come all the way forward and lay flat onto the earth. And I bet a lot of you are just laughing. It's called turtle pose. Come all the way back up, and let's come into full butterfly, please. Grab your toes, lift up nice and tall. Interlace your fingers and just come forward. Press deeply into your feet. Really press into the outer edges of your feet, even though the inner edges are together. Really press into the outer edges so that you can really work to open up the inner groin. And I'm just doing just a little bit of a pulse here. Just a nice deep stretch. This opens up the back. I'm feeling this very much so in the middle back, so the lumbar spine. And the more that as I come forward, that I press my knees towards the floor, I get just a little bit more. One more breath. On an in breath, slowly rise it all the way back up, please. And from there, we're going to take the right shin bone And we're gonna bring it parallel. Right heel, right knee. I'm gonna take and bend into my left knee and bring the left heel in line with the left knee. So it looks more like a U shape. I'll show you from this way. This is working into the hip. So allow yourself to lift up nice and tall. I have a U, you can see. Left knee, I forgot to bring my foot out. I can feel that catch in my back. If it feels better to bring it in a little bit, you can do so. Bringing that left heel towards your left glute or straight out. And we're just gonna roll to the right. And we're gonna bring, just keep rolling to the right. Press into that left knee and lift up nice and tall as you twist all the way to the right. Just keep twisting and twisting. I'll show you from the other direction. Just a tall spine. I'm lifting up onto my fingertips. I'm creating as much space between my hip points all the way up through the rib cage. So lift and twist. Press into the outer edges of the leg and the inner leg, inner edges of the other leg. One more breath. Just find a nice deep stretch. I can really feel a nice stretch right through here. Good, and then we're just gonna walk forward and you're just gonna bend forward. Try to soften into that front hip right here. One more breath. Nice, on an in-breath, gently rise up. And we're gonna take and bring that back foot forward and we're just gonna stack it right on top. If that is way too much for you, you're gonna lengthen out the leg and come forward this way. You're gonna place something underneath your extended leg so that you don't hyperextend it or you have stacked, one or the other. And we're just going to take and we're gonna draw the left fingertips up and use the right hand to gently stretch through. Allow the crown of the head to come all the way up to the sky. Some of you can reach back behind you and cup your fingers, or you can use your strap. You can place your strap. And bring the other hand back behind and walk the hands together. So take a full in breath and a full out breath. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, hinge forward any little bit. Remember, if your leg is extended, you keep that extended knee soft. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. On the in breath, gently rise all the way back up. Nice. So we're going to switch sides. So just allow yourself to restack. Other side. You can also take in place, if you want, a blanket, a pillow, if you need, or you're extending out the other leg and you're crossing. You can take and place your strap or your pillow right underneath that knee crease so that you do not overstretch. We're going to take the opposite arm up. You can hold right here and stay broad and spacious. The shoulder blades are down. On the back side, press the shoulder blades down and then try to widen them to the outer edges of the rib cage. That's a very subtle transition. And then you're just going to hinge forward. Whether your leg is extended or you have the legs stacked this way. Coming all the way forward, take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath, please. And on an in breath, rise all the way back up. Nice. And gently release. We're going to bring the elbows. Let's come into butterfly again. So come into butterfly and bring the elbows back. Lift up through the spine. And on an in breath, let's just stack the elbows. Exhale, bring them back. Inhale, open. Exhale back, just working into the shoulders. As you bring the forearms towards you, tuck your chin under. One more each side. Nice. Now we're going to bring right under left. Right under left. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, take both of the elbows over to the right. Keep the head forward. Allow yourself to hinge forward just a tiny bit. Nice opening through the middle back, the thoracic spine. I can feel a nice stretch on that left side. One more full deep breath. Allow the shoulders and the hips to stay squared, please. Head in the center, both of the elbows or to the right. On an in breath, gently come all the way back up. And on the exhale, bring the elbows back. Switching now, bringing left under right, eagle arms. And again, you may just stack and hold this way. You can also bring the backs of the hands together rather than the palms. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, both elbows over to the left, please. Take a full in breath. If it is safe for you, lean forward. Keep the shoulders squared, and you should feel a deep stretch through that back right shoulder, that thoracic spine, mostly on the right side. Take a full in breath, full out breath. Soften into the inner groin, soften into those outer thighs. One more breath. On an in breath, gently rise all the way back up, please. And let's release the arms out, deep stretch. My palms are to the floor. Feel yourself squeeze the shoulder blades together. Are you right here in this moment? Or are you somewhere else? Roll the thumbs all the way back as far as you can and externally rotate the shoulders. Please don't over-arc the back. Keep the arc, keep the natural curvature to the spine. And we're going to roll the thumbs forward and take them as far back as we can. Try to place your palms with the thumbs back behind you. Take a full in breath. Try to keep your shoulders down from your ears. Don't let them ride up. Pull them down. And then begin to move the pinky fingers towards each other. You should feel a pretty good stretch in those upper arms. Inhale, open. Keep the thumbs back. Again, touch. Pinky fingers back to the hands. Squeeze on the exhale. And inhale, open. One more. I'm trying to touch my thumbs back behind me. Bring it forward. Nice. Now really round your spine and bring the backs of the heads together. Bring your chin to your chest and really reach through the fingers. Press the left fingers out beyond the right, getting a deep stretch, and then right fingertips beyond the left. Gently level them out and bring the arms down. Allow yourself, please, to roll those shoulders back and roll them forward. Good. We're going to roll onto our bellies. We're going to come into Sphinx Cobra. This is for the shoulders. So make sure that your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. I will show this on the side as soon as we come down. We're going to take and draw. Press into your forearms. Allow yourself to look forward about 3 feet onto the floor. I want you to press the tops of your feet. Lift your kneecaps a little bit. Engage the glutes. And we're going to take a full in breath and full out breath. This is Sphinx Cobra. So this is a stretch through the groin all the way through the belly fibers. Also strengthening the low back. Glutes tight. One more breath. From here, allow yourself to just open and close your fingers. A couple times, bring the thumb inside, roll the fingers on top, and then let the fingers come in, squeeze the thumb and open. Good, now bring the hands down and we're gonna bring right fingertips to left elbow. And we're gonna bring left fingertips to right elbow. So I have them stacked. You can bring them a little bit forward. If you have an owie shoulder, I want you to be very careful here. You can also bring it up right underneath or slightly behind the shoulder. And then we're just going to move one arm at a time, small increments. Notice that I'm keeping my shoulders nice and square. And I'm just going to keep reaching. I'm going to try to keep those shoulders squared. If I need to come forward a little bit, I can, and then I'm just going to bring my head forward. I'm just going to allow for a deep stretch. If you get a toe cramp or a leg cramp, bend into your knees, flex your toes. Just about 15 more seconds here. Try to soften into all of the shoulder blade, into the shoulder, the front of the shoulder, the sides of the shoulder. Let the head be very heavy. Nice full deep breaths here, please. One more. Focus in your lips. And then very, very gently, just in very small movements, bring one elbow in and then the other, and then the other, just opposite until you can come all the way back up. Allow yourself to stack the palms on the floor, in through the knees and windshield wiper side to side. Release any tweaking into the low back, just opening up the shoulders. And then bring the feet all the way back down, please. And lift back up. So we're going to switch sides now. So we're going to take and draw left fingertips to right. If I'm doing this wrong, you guys know to switch. So see how I am lifted, I'm squared, and I'm just slowly but surely walking the elbows away from up, stacking the elbows and walking the hands away. I'm keeping my shoulders squared, so I'm not like this coming forward. I'm allowing those shoulders to be square. And then I'm just going to melt my head forward. And I'm just going to breathe into the stretch through the shoulders, through the front of the shoulder heads, through the upper arms. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath here, please. And then very, very gently, head rises back up. And you're just going to let the elbows come back out a little bit at a time. Bring the arms forward. Allow yourself to very gently press into the forearms, lift up into tabletop, and right into down dog. Nice runner stretch. Lift one foot, please, and roll on that standing foot. From the toes as high as you can lift. Try to come off the ball mound. Stretch into those toes. Down onto the ball mound. Lift the toes. Keep the toes dusting the earth and press into that heel. And then switch legs. And then take and extend the right leg to the sky and just stack the hip and roll the ankle. You can look underneath your underarm to look at that rolling ankle, or you can turn your head and look at the knee, or you can keep the head level. Roll the foot the other way, please. Nice, and then gently bring it down and rise the left leg. Press into the heel, find that nice extension and then bend into the hip. Press down into that right heel, roll the ankle of the lifted foot, and roll it the other way. Nice deep stretch. Nice. Go ahead and square the hips and allow yourself to bring the right foot down. For those of you who want, you can float forward. You can walk your feet towards each other. Nice forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, please. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Allow your feet to be spaced so that you feel very comfortable. And we're just going to let the arms get very heavy. Bend into the knees. Bend, not a soft knee, a bend knee. Bent knee. On an in breath, slowly roll up.
Nice and slow. Please keep your chin to your chest. Let the arms come to the side, chin to chest.
And then slowly the head rises. Sweep the arms back behind you. Cross them in the front. And then bring them all the way up. Touch palms. And let's take them the other way. Roll them all the way forward, cross. Nice. And we're just going to take the arms and we're going to touch in the back. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, touch in the back. Last one. Nice. And bring it all the way back and touch. Gently bring the arms all the way out. And we're going to widen into the legs. So take them as wide as feels comfortable, but toes coming forward 90 degrees. We're going to keep the knees soft, not bent, but soft. And we're going to rotate to the right. Remember, we're not opening the toes. Usually we would open up the toes of that right leg. We want to get a different stretch, working down into the ankles and the shin bones and the calf muscles. So take a full breath in, and on an exhale, we're just going to lean forward. Take it slow and easy. Maybe you don't come down this far. On the in-breath, come back up. We're going to rotate to the center and over to the left. Keep the toes forward. Come down to the side. Breathe. I can feel that stretch in my shin bone up, wrapping up into my knee and my hamstring. Rise back up. On the exhale, we're just going to take and bring the arms up. And on the exhale, we're going to bring left hand to right knee. Place your right hand on the small of the back. Grab your ankle. Maybe you're up here. Just find that stretch. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. On the in-breath, rise back up, and we're going to cartwheel over to the left. Keep the toes forward. Please notice the difference in the stretch from side to side. Full in-breath, full out-breath. On an in-breath, just windmill all the way back up, palms to touch. And on an exhale, bring your arms back behind you. I'm going to turn around so you can see and grab opposite elbows. If it is too much, stack your palms. Some of you may be able to come into prayer hands. Again, we're going to keep the feet forward. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, rotate to the right. And we're just gently going to come forward. Notice the difference in the stretch. We really added the upper torso. On an in-breath, come up nice and easy. Come to the center, rotate over to the left and melt. On the in-breath, come all the way back up to the center and rotate the upper torso towards the right leg. Take a full in-breath, engage the core, and then open your heart to the sky. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Come back to the center, and we'll take it over to the other side. So we're just going to lift and open. Notice how you get a deep stretch through the front body, through the pecs, through the collarbone. Draw it all the way back up to the center. Nice. And from there, we're going to interlace the fingers behind us. Make one fist. Keep the feet forward, please. Soften into the knees, and on an exhale, fold forward. Allow yourself to do a big circle 2 times clockwise. And then 2 times counterclockwise. Good. Bring the head to stillness and bring that one fist as far forward as you can. I always like to release my interlaced fingers and just imagine that my back hand, the back of my hands are facing the floor. My palms are to the sky, and I can get a much deeper opening into my shoulders because of the tightness of my shoulders. And then very, very gently bring the one fist back together, soften into the knees deeply, and sweep and flatten into your low back. So I have my one fist just resting on my low back, and I'm allowing my tailbone to come down through the floor. I'm feeling a deep stretch into the inner attachments, into the inner thigh, the upper inner thigh. I'm rocking forward and back just a little bit, back into the heels of the feet. One more breath. And then just gently bring the hands down to the floor. If you can't reach the floor, use a book. We're going to keep the left fingertips on the floor, and we're going to reach into the right arm. Take a full in breath, reach up, reach, and on an exhale, bring it down. On the in breath, stretch and rise all the way back up. And gently bring it down. Allow yourself to straighten the legs, grab the inner ankles, or just walk the hands back behind you and bring the crown of the head to the floor. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath. Gently walk the hands forward. Soften into the knees, left palm onto left thigh, right hand onto right thigh, and slowly rise all the way back up. Allow yourself to open the toes out. Bring the arms up, let right hand grab left wrist, take it to the side. Breathe into it. Draw all the way up. Remember, toes are open out to the side and stretch over to the left. Draw it all the way back up, palms together, and exhale down to the heart. We're going to bring the left toes forward. We're going to open up the right toes, and we're just going to take and mount all the way down. Take a deep stretch. Full in breath, full out breath. So this is a different stretch with the toes open. Can you feel the difference? One more full deep breath. Soften into the knee and either walk your hands up the leg or reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up, palms to touch. Draw the right toes in 90 degrees and open up the left. Allow yourself to rotate the torso and soft knee, come all the way down. Perhaps it's here. Maybe it's all the way down. Breathe. One more breath. Soften into the knee and either walk your hands up your leg, not on your knee anywhere but on your knee, and rise up or reverse swan dive. Allow your torso to come back to the center, toes, and either jump the feet together, heel toe, or step the feet together. Give them a shake. Let's gently open up into empty feet sleeves. Let's juice up the spine. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Let the arms go. Take it side to side. Last one each side. And gently release the arms. We're going to take and open up the right toes out to the side. We're going to have heel to heel or heel to instep. The wider you get your feet, the more you're going to get out of it, but it's your practice. We're going to bring the arms out to the side. We're going to keep this hip open. We're going to reach and come into triangle. So hand can be here, arm here. You want to stretch from fingertip to fingertip. You want to have the back leg totally engaged with that glute engaged. The hip opener is having this hip open. And then as we breathe, you stay where you're at, or you just begin to move. Use blocks, not use blocks. Full in breath, full out breath. So you take it wherever it's good, but you want to stay open. One more breath. Nice. Soften into the front knee, and on an in breath, effortlessly glide up. Exhale, warrior two. Nice. Breathe into it. Roll that right toe towards the right knee, towards the right pinky toe. Reach through the arms, shoulder blades down, not up here at the ground. Take a full in breath, full out breath. Really hug the feet towards each other. Keep the toes light. On an in-breath, lift up. Exhale, triangle. Woo, watch your balance. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Two more, straighten up. Exhale, triangle. Long breath, inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, straighten the leg. Reach. And warrior two. Gently bring the arms down, straighten the leg. Right toes come forward. Open up the left. Heel to instep. Arms out. Begin to reach. You can keep that top arm on top. You just want the opening from the shoulders, and you want this hip open. You don't want to roll that hip forward. You want to open and melt. Breathe. Wherever you're at is perfect. Use the bottom arm to traction. One more full deep breath. You can also bring your bottom hand inside. Use your elbow to press into that inner thigh and roll that hip open even more. Soften into the knee on an in-breath, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. So you're bending into that left knee. Strong legs, shoulder blades down, not up, down. Reach. Roll the toe open. This really helps strengthen the hip. Feel yourself draw that left hip back, squeezing into the glute. Full in breath, full out breath. Here's our balance. On an in breath, straighten the leg. Exhale, triangle. On the in breath, lift back up. Exhale, warrior two. Try to go into it deeper. Straighten the leg. Fold. You lose your balance, so what? Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Last one, straighten the leg. Triangle. Inhale, lift. Warrior two. Very gently straighten the leg, bring arms down. Left toes forward, heel toe. Jump the feet together or step the feet together. Bring the hands to the hamstrings, to the low back, and then puff the heart. Deep stretch through the front body. Roll the shoulders back. Really roll the back. Get a nice deep opening. Head can come back, or you can keep chin to chest. Just really allow the shoulder blades to kiss the spine. Keep the collarbone nice and wide and open. One more breath. Slowly begin to rise all the way back up. And on an exhale, fold forward. Ooh, that feels really good on that back. Take one more full deep breath here. And then we're just going to very gently transition down into child's pose. So in child's pose, we want to bring the tailbone down towards the heels. If you have ouchy knees, you can take and roll a blanket, place them right into the knee creases, and then come into your child's pose. It's a nice modification. You can bring a block underneath your forehead. This is so good to stretch the entire back side of the back, through the arms, press into the shin bones, the tops of the feet onto the earth. Really reach through the fingertips. I like to lift up onto my fingertips, lift the palms up off the floor. And that gives me a deep stretch through the underarm, through the upper shoulders, into those traps.
Really lift up onto the fingertips. One more breath. And then very gently bring your hands back behind you. Lift up into tabletop. And we're going to take it into wide knee child. So you can see that my feet underneath my toes are together. My knees are wide. And we're just going to stretch the palms out as far as you can. We're going to keep the torso off the floor. I'm going to use the heels of my palms to traction back. And I'm going to soften into the inner groin, into the inner thigh muscles. Again, you can place hand towel rolls behind the knee creases. Just keep pressing back. I'm tractioning my tailbone towards my heels with my toes together, wide knees. One more full deep breath. I'm going to stretch over to the right. Deep stretch into the inner groin. Draw it back to the center. I'm going to stretch all the way over to the left. And then I'm very gently going to come back to center and gently walk the hands back upright. Ooh, some of you may want to stay here, rise your toes up, and just lean into that inner groin. If you have tweaking knees, this may be a little bit much. And then gently bring it back down. Come into your tabletop, bring your feet to one side, and gently bring the legs forward. Give them a nice shake, and just transition down onto your back. All the way down, squeeze the knees into the chest. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, melt both of the knees over to the right. Twist. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. On an in breath, head to neutral, knees to neutral. Hug in again if you need. And then take it over to the left. Nice twist. Head can go to the right. Full deep breaths here, just opening up. And then allow yourself, please, head to center, knees to center. You can take and draw legs up the wall, up your couch, up onto a chair. You can lengthen out. You can come into bridge pose, heel toe your feet out a little bit wider, and just knock the knees together softly. Just allow the low back to be very, very comfortable here. You can also take and place a bolster right at the low back. And just let the legs come into half a happy baby with the arms resting beside you. Wherever you're at, gently rock your head side to side. Feel the softness begin to descend down like stardust. And let it begin to soften and soothe you. Take a full in breath through the nose and a nice long exhale through the mouth. Again, take a nice full deep breath into the nose. Nice long slow exhale through the mouth. Let the breath find its own natural rhythm. Feel a softening at the back of the head, through the back shoulders. Maybe legs are on the floor, maybe not. Allow yourself to drop right in to that flow of silence. What I would call the inner sanctuary. In the space of silence, the mind begins to focus. If you choose, and all other thoughts are gently cast aside, and a pause is there. Through all the sound that we hear, in the background is always the silence, that inner sanctuary. Choose if you want to join with it.
Just come into a nice pause. The experience in the sanctuary may be different every time I go. It's always absolutely perfect for me. All experiences bring me closer to the source. Some are undescribable, no words. Just listen and wait. Each time I enter the space, I feel blessed. I feel the oneness. I feel peace. Sometimes I see different colors, lime green, purple, kind of a neon blue. Sometimes arcs of radiant light or a crystal light that is expansive. Sometimes it's just almost like this horizon of light just begins to flow in and it just hangs there. But there's always a deep sense of peace, of well-being. A knowing or a vision can come through. Remember, when you come to this place, it doesn't mean that you have to be still. You can be painting, you can be gardening, you can be riding a bike. This focus comes in and you just allow yourself to slide. Begin to deepen your breath and gently begin to move. Maybe take a deep stretch, maybe not. Draw the knees into the chest and gently roll onto one side. Come gently up onto the sitting bones and with an in-breath, take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, allow yourself to gently bow forward towards your prayer hands. And on an in-breath, rise back up. Every night, the river sings a new song. In every moment, the river sings a new song. Can you become present enough to hear the song? As always, I'm so honored and humbled to share the sacred silence of your honesty.
Thank you.
Thanks, LiRa.